Your girl has a bump on her nose ring. And this is the day that I got my nose pierced. I was super excited, super hype, just to add another piercing to my collection and then just have something cute. Everything seemed fine when I initially got it. It wasn't until a month after that everything started happening. So let's just get into this video. Let me share all the details, and I hope that I can help you if you have a nose bump on how to get rid of it, how to clean it, and all that good stuff. If you're touching it with dirty hands, then a bump may form. Some of you may be lucky and you don't get it at all, but if you're watching this video, you have a bump and you're trying to get rid of it. Make sure that you use this in your stash. Don't use paste. I was very skeptical about the paste too because that will burn the bump off, but also can cause scarring, and I didn't want to do that to my nice clear skin. So I didn't use anything, no aspirin, no paste, none of that. I only use this and the sea salt solution. If you want to choose one thing and one thing only, get this. But if you want to try the sea salt solution, I recommend it and just alternate. I have the bump. This is officially day one. I mixed 1/4 of sea salt into this shot glass with some warm water. I'm about to put my timer on and soak this piercing. It says to just keep it soaked for 5 minutes. That was unpleasant. Can you guys see that? You see that bump right there? That bump is real. After I got my nose ring piercing that day, I actually got tea tree oil instead of Bactine because I read tea tree oil is very purifying and it also removes any inflammation, removes infection and stuff like that. So this would work just as great as this. Now, after doing more research, I found that you should still have a basic cleaning solution that you use at least 2 to 3 times a day, and then you can apply your tea tree oil. So one of the reasons why I stopped using my tea tree oil a week after I got my nose ring is because it started to dry out. So my nose started to dry out, the area around the nose ring. And I said, I don't want my nose drying out. So I stopped using it completely. I'm not going to say a full week, but for a couple of days, I didn't use anything until I had ordered my Bactine from Amazon. Not only did I not clean it for a couple of days, but I found that sometimes the nose ring itself, which is like a L shape, would turn and it would face this way, the back. And so when I faced the back, it was very uncomfortable. I felt it. I would go like this to my nose. I didn't like it. So I would move it with my finger. I moved it so much, I developed a bump. So after some research, I found that you can grab some sea salt without any iodine in it. You grab a shot glass or any type of cup and you pour some sea salt in the cup with warm water, dissolve that salt, and then just pretty much do like a cleanse or soak your nose piercing in there. Now we're on to officially day 2. I wanted to properly show you guys how I'm doing it. So come along with me. So I'm waiting for the water to get warm. Now that you have your shot glass with warm water, it's time to add the salt to it. I'm taking 1/4, as you can see, 1/4 teaspoon, okay? And then I'm opening up my salt and I'm going to put it in here. Only have a little bit. We're gonna fix that, but I don't want salt on my floor, so hold on. Okay, so now I have 1/4 of salt in here. And I'm going to pour it into my shot glass. Okay? And now we're going to just use the same spoon. You got to make sure that it dissolves into the water, okay? It's dissolving, it's dissolving. We're good. And now that we have that, we're supposed to let it soak for 5 to 10 minutes. So when soaking, they say you're literally just supposed to dip your nose in there. The only thing I don't like about this process is that you have to be very still. You got to be very careful, because if you're moving around, you're going to spill the solution that you created on the floor. So don't be me. So I just got done soaking my piercing. It says you're supposed to rinse it with water. So I'm about to rinse it with water. And then pat it down. So since I rinsed it, I'm gonna pat it down a little bit. Okay, that's it. My son wanted to make a cameo, so we're gonna keep this going. So where were we? You saw me dunk my nose piercing into the shot glass. You want to make sure that you dunk it only for 5 minutes, nothing more than that. And you want to make sure that you use warm to hot water. You don't want to burn yourself either. I will continue using my Bactine cleaning spray 3 times a day, and then my sea salt solution twice a day. This is only day 2. We'll see how it goes. Let me know if you've had a bump before. If you've experienced it and healed a bump, leave a comment down in the description. Okay, so this is day 2. Let's see what happens in day 3. Hey guys, welcome to day 3. Now, I'm going to be soaking my nose piercing again, but this time I'm going to be doing something different. So I actually already did the same steps I did previously, and I've already dissolved the salt in this water. Instead of literally dunking my nose ring in the cup and staying very still, I'm going to be using one of these. And I'm actually going to dunk it. I'm going to fold it and then put it up my nose and just like literally hold it in place for 5 minutes. Now, before that, I wanted to show you what my bump looks like now. And honestly, it has decreased in size significantly. Can you see it? Look at it. It's right there. So I'm literally just going to soak it. Just let it absorb all of that. Dunk it real good. Now I'm going to squeeze it in the sink. Soak it. My hands are clean. Okay. And now I'm literally going to just put it up my nose to where it's on the piercing. And I'm going to fold it right on top. And I'm going to literally just hold it on there for 5 minutes. So, oh, the fact that my bump has decreased in size definitely lets me know that this worked. As far as removing this bump though, sea salt without iodine is the way to go. Okay, so my timer went off. That's it. I just pulled it out. I'm not gonna keep you. I'll be back on day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, and we shall see where it was in the beginning and where it is now. Oh, hey guys, this is day 4. I definitely wanted to show you what day 4 looks like. So as you can see, I really don't have to get too close, but the postulus, which is the pimple filled with pus, is there. You can still see it from a distance. Now it is a pimple. I'm just going to continue to wash my face and clean it. Hopefully once this pimple goes away, I can show you how many days it took. But until then, this is day 4. Guys, my nose ring bump popped. So yesterday I showed you guys that I had my bump was filled with white pus, and then today I saw it had a little bit of red around it. I woke up and I see that it popped. So this is what it looks like. It popped. As soon as I saw that it popped and it's still bleeding a little bit on the surface, I cleaned it with some Bactine. It still looks raw. What I'm going to do is another sea salt soak. I'm not going to stress about it. What I want is for it to go away. Now, I have done more research and I've seen that sometimes people constantly get them. It just keeps coming back. As cute as this nose ring is, I mean, I can just get a fake hoop and I didn't have to pierce my nose at all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to take it off. You're not supposed to take off your nose ring or change it for that matter for a minimum of 6 months. I really like the stud, so I'm not planning to change it into a hoop. I feel like a hoop gives a completely different vibe. That's just not the vibe that I'm on right now. I'm gonna go into a piercing shop around here and just see if I can, you know, just get that expert opinion as to what they think it is. So I got impatient and I called the piercings place that I got it done at, and I spoke to the guy and I told him what was going on, and he recommended me to stop using Bactine because it has an ingredient in it that's not good for the piercing. The Bactine, what he said, has just been irritating my bump. He says that because I told him how my bump gets smaller and it gets bigger and now it's bleeding. He just says that the bump is trying to heal, but using the Bactine is just constantly irritating it. So he said to stop using that and to go to a CVS, Walgreens, and get a wound wash. So I'm going to head over to CVS and get the wound wash. Here we go to another regimen, another remedy, and seeing what works. I pray that this works. Good morning, my beautiful kings and queens. So today is officially day 7. Guys, my bump is getting smaller and smaller right before my eyes. I didn't buy the wound wash, but I ordered it, so it should be coming in 2 days. What I'm going to do is the sea salt soak, but I'm not going to soak my piercing and I'm not going to leave the pad on my nose. I'm actually just going to clean it real quick and then just go to bed because I can't. I'm just exhausted. Guys, we are on day 9. I got my wound wash yesterday, and so all I was doing was literally just applying it to my nose piercing to flush it out and just to keep it clean. And I alternated between that, and I also used, like I said I would, my sea salt solution just to clean it up. As you can see, it's still a little red. It's significantly smaller, but as you can see, it's right next to the piercing. I'm going to warm up the wound wash and just do another soak. So I'm going to be patient. 9 days in. Whoever said day 2 or day 3, lucky for them. It's not the case for me. We're still curing it. So let's see how long it takes to get this bump to go away. Hey guys, so I was napping and I had a bad dream, and I made a movement, possibly with my hand in my face, and I almost caused the nose ring to come out. The L shape was sitting on top of my nose. Started bleeding. It got bigger. So I used the wound wash. I poured the wound wash in the same shot glass I've been using. Of course, it was clean. I heated it up for 10 seconds. It's hot. And now I'm just doing a warm compress on my nose for 10 minutes. And for almost 2 weeks, I have been trying to get this bump to go down. It was finally going down, and then now the bump is activated. Activated, aggravated, irritated. So I'll let you guys take a look at it once I'm done with this warm compress. This is so frustrating. Like, let me tell you guys. All right, guys, so this is what it looks like. The bump was bleeding. It's a little irritated. You guys can really see it right there. This is so frustrating. because I really wanted the bump to go away and it's just giving me such a hard time. So I'm going to clean it. Although everyone recommended this wound wash, the piercer, people on YouTube, a little bit is in this can. It's not a whole lot. And when you spray, it sprays a lot. So the best way that I've been using it was just spraying a teeny tiny on the cotton swab here and then just cleaning the piercing in and out. Guys, my bump is officially gone. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm so happy that I actually counted the days because I know exactly how many days it took for my bump to go away. It didn't happen in 2 days. It didn't happen in 3 days. It happened in 14 days exactly. This is day 15. I wanted to come on here because I wanted to be 100% sure it's gone. And the bump is gone. Now, you saw me go through the pus stage. You saw me go through the bloody blister stage. And now you're actually going to see my bump is gone. Look, let me show you guys. Do you see this? Now, what I will say as a disclaimer is that I still notice that I have a tiny little bit of healing left to do. But when I move the camera to a different angle, there is no bump. When I move the camera to this angle, which is where you used to see it before, there is no bump. What I was using the past couple of days, 2 to 3 days to be exact, was the same thing. I was doing the wound wash and I was also doing the sea salt cleaning. I did a sea salt soak, but I didn't really see a difference, to be 100% honest with you. What I saw a major difference with was with this wound wash. Now, I was very skeptical. One, I was about to write it off because this can does not come with a lot of solution. It says 6.3 ounces, but a lot of solution comes out when you spray this. So the best method that I got the most out of this can was literally putting a Q-tip right in front of this hole right here and squeezing it a tiny bit till the Q-tip got saturated with the solution. And that took a second, literally a second, because I did not want to waste extra solution. The only time I allowed the solution to drip was when I was letting it drip over my piercing to get the solution within it so that I can heal internally. What I did do, okay, so this is exactly what I used to do. I would take 2 Q-tips, saturate the ends, okay? And then I would take one end and I'd put it inside and I'd literally just clean the inside of it. And then if the piercing doesn't have any crust around it, then I just grab this Q-tip and I just clean around it. And I am very gentle. I am not going really hard. I just want to make sure that I clean all around the piercing. And then once I am officially done, a tissue paper, fold it, and I just pat it dry. If I had to recommend anything at all, it would be the wound wash. Despite how skeptical I was about the solution and how much it came out when I used it, etc., etc., it was when I started using it that I actually started noticing improvements and actual shrinkage within the bump. When I would just stick to the sea salt solution and the soaks, I didn't see much of a difference. I did see a slight reduction in the size of the bump, but it wasn't until I started using this wound wash that I actually saw the bump drying out and actually reducing its size. Now, mind you, on day 11, which was on Monday, I had that nightmare. The piercing damn near came out. I started bleeding. The bump was inflamed. My nose was a little bit swollen. It was tender. I thought, geez, I'm going to last another 2 weeks to try to get this healed. But to my surprise, using this consistently and actually doing the wound wash soak for 10 minutes, my bump healed and it's officially gone. This is a product I'm definitely going to keep in my stash. And I'm going to continue to clean my piercing until it's 100% fully healed. But one thing I do want to let you guys know is that you have to be very careful with it. Because it's in a sensitive area, it can snag easily. And if you don't clean it properly, if you're snagging it, if you're touching it with dirty hands, then a bump may form. Some of you may be lucky and you don't get it at all. But if you're watching this video, you have a bump and you're trying to get rid of it. Make sure that you use this in your stash. Don't use paste. I was very skeptical about the paste too because that will burn the bump off, but also can cause scarring. And I didn't want to do that to my nice clear skin. So I didn't use anything, no aspirin, no paste, none of that. I only use this and the sea salt solution. If you want to choose one thing and one thing only, get this. But if you want to try the sea salt solution, I recommend it and just alternate. Peace of positive vibes. If you like this video, make sure to leave me a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell so that you never miss a video once it is officially uploaded. Leave your concerns, leave your questions, leave everything down in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you. So a few months later, the wound eventually closed, my piercing healed, and it looks beautiful. I love it. And I have to be honest though, I have gotten more bumps, as time has passed, but I've continued the same regimen and it has cured the bump that I get. If this is reoccurring, I don't know if I'll keep it forever, but as of right now, it looks gorgeous. Look at it. Let me know what your feedback is. I can't wait to read all about it.